Hello and welcome. I'm Master Lama Rasaji, and this is the Tuesday version of Rasaji Speaks. All righty, let's check the subject matter today and see what we have here. Mastering Chi, techniques for management and balance. Wow, mastering Chi. Before we get into our subject today, don't forget Master David's class tonight. You'll want to go to that, right? 9 o'clock Eastern time, 7 o'clock Mountain time, and tune into that class. You can just go to COC training and click on and get it. And he does a wonderful live class, and you feel that live energy. It's amazing. But speaking of mastering Chi, the Circle of Chi, our first and second book that we wrote, has to do with how many different ways can you access Chi in your life. The first part of the book is Tai Chi Gung 101. The second half is 102. The first part of the book is what is my mind, my breath, my moving and nutritional relationship to the divine, and how doing my siddhanas, my right to practice, can I increase that energy and frequency every day. Then 102 is what we talk about on PFL webinars on Thursday: money front door, money back door, but also the career. Confucius was titled, "Do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life." A lot of people don't know that actually came from Confucius, but it did. What are your human relationships? If they're toxic, there's a good chance they're draining you. Even when you're with us, comes a time where people get strong enough that they're looking to do sitting Shiva, and they have to learn certain things in your life have to be pulled out, especially if they're straining your Chi. Managing Chi would be like managing a business. There's capital to consider, there's a marketplace to consider, but there's also risk management. What can contaminate your business? What can keep you from growing? It's the same thing with you spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and yes, even physically. What is your relationship to nature? Is it intrinsic? Do you have one? The dark side has spent now literally centuries trying to get us away from nature as far as we can. They know two basic things. That is, if you go in nature, you're going to eventually understand the same thing the Native American Indians understand, and that is there's a lot of longevity in nature. Yes, things die off, fruit from a vine, flower wilts, but they come back every spring. Some plants come back 2 or 3 times a year. What is that about? Well, that's the same thing that's going on with the cells in your body. You have trillions of cells in your body, and yet you're getting rid of billions every day. You're regenerating other billions. See, the Trinity that the Judean Christian church talks about and the Hindu faith talk about is this manifesting inside of you also. There are certain cells being created, certain cells dying off, and certain cells regenerating. When it really comes down to it, longevity is based on how easy you let go of the cells that die, how fast you regenerate the cells you want to keep, and the new cells that are being created, how fast. Isn't that amazing? So the Trinity is even living in us on the DNA level. It's miraculous what Abba has done, the architect of creation, to all of us. Learning to balance and manage that is important. It's like managing money. You know, it's great to be able to earn some, but in the beginning, when you earn some, most people lose it or spend it. It takes years to learn how to manage it. The great investor Warren Buffett, consider the Oracle of Nebraska, says, you know, I don't do much with cash, but boy, it's nice to have a lot of it around. You know, that's important to know balance. It is. It's very important to know balance. Stepping up to manage and arrange anything is actually a step in evolution of consciousness. Did you know that? See, managing stuff. You know, when something happens to you spiritually on an experience wise, and you have an altered state of consciousness, in the early stages, you're not even sure how that happened. It just happened. There comes another level of awareness that lets you know how it happens, and then you can make it happen. Tai Chi Gung, the whole system was created with this in mind. That's right. We're not an affirmation system about something that you just want. We're not an action affirmation about something you want to do. We're an action affirmation based on what is, how God created the universe, the galaxy, the solar systems, the planets, down to your whole molecular structure. It's the living Tao. Behind me are Taoist prayer wheels, very similar to the prayer wheels we have at the Lamasery in Tibet. Be exciting to have them in our Lamasery on North America. You know, it exists right now, that Lamasery in 4 and 5D. It's only for us to bring it into creation. I bet you that's going to take management too, don't you figure? Management, arrangement is huge. You know, Master David, speaking of Master David, he can rearrange already orchestrated music in an amazing way. You know, there are incredible musicians that all they do is arrange things, arrange music. A dance notationist is not the choreographer, but they can rework choreography in a way to make a dance company or a human being look like a genius, right? It's amazing when you think about it. I think God the Father's doing that too. Have you ever noticed how he works with gravity and levity in a balanced way, managing all of creation? Looks like the architect of creation is probably the greatest manager in creation, too. What do you think? It's pretty amazing. I get all the glory of God just always humbles Lama Ji. I start thinking about our Heavenly Father and our Divine Mother, and I'm just awestruck, like you, I'm sure. Learn to manage the chi. Whatever you do today, don't forget Master David's class tonight and tell him that Lama Ji sent you. And I hope you have a great time. He's a wonderful person and a wonderful teacher. And his heart goes out to his students and he loves to teaching. All right. What do you want to share? Because you should share what you want to become. That is the second pillar of the science of abundance. In the East, they say, we came to teach what we really came to learn. It's amazing, right? When you think about it. Baraka Bashai, may the blessings be to you and to your glorious family. Look forward to seeing you soon in one of our webinars. God bless you and your family. I hope he just continues to keep you in the palm of his hands and blesses you and your family in every way possible. See you really soon. May the blessings be to you and your glorious loved ones. God bless. See you tomorrow.